so much clearer all of a sudden.
Welcome to Best Laid Schemes, where we're playing D&D in the Mythic Odysseys of Theros setting. With me are Adrienne, Darren, Jill and Mark. And where we left off last week, the party were on the southern edge of the Nessian Wood, where they had been exploring an ancient temple to Clothis, and had fought a stone statue, a caryatid pillar, animated by Clothis. And you had just had a rest in the temple, if I remember correctly. So, having had a bit of a sleep, recovered some energy, what are you going to do?
Right. Okay. So, you know, I really enjoyed the fighting, and I really enjoyed the. Yeah, it was pretty epic, but I don't really know what we're doing. Sorry. Can somebody else be the leader?
We did find that letter, didn't we?
Yeah, isn't that where you came from, Tim?
Well, Akros.
Yeah. Is that across now?
I think that's where Pims was training. I'd like to go to Akros, but
we might have to.
Doesn't the letter say that there's something going on in Satessa?
Let's get the letter out and have a look.
Okay, I will.
At Sister Celine, my work is progressing frustratingly slowly. When you are confident the Council of Melitus is in disarray, please join me in Akros. Ianthe tells me that Satessa is almost ready to fall, and she will be free to join us soon.
Oh, I know Akros. That's where I used to be a gladiator.
Oh, there you go. We knew it was something.
Pims is on a delay.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm right here.
I'm
gonna pat him on the shoulder.
This whole. I've never been to Satessa, but I'd really like to go to Akros, but the letter suggests that Satessa is in more danger, or more immediate danger.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds fine to me. We've got to go where we can be of the most use.
Who's Ianthe?
Sounds like they're the Celine equivalent of who's messing up things in Satessa.
Right. Sounds, yeah, another agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something sneaky.
Okay.
Who's got the map that you picked up in Melitus?
Me.
Right.
I thought that was Jade.
Oh, yeah.
Get out your map, Jade.
Oh.
My backpack. And have a look. Sorry.
Okay, so the Nessian Wood basically is extends from Satessa kind of halfway to Melitus. So from where you are now, you're actually closer to Satessa than you are to Melitus. And closer to both of them than you are to Akros.
Well, even though it sounds like a good idea to go to Akros, maybe we should call in at Satessa and see what's going on there. Maybe on the way. Maybe they have some good lunch spots we could go to.
Indeed.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
See what they've got
How
out
far
of
do you
Fresco.
think it is?
We
Sorry?
done everything we need to do here.
I don't know. I think so.
What was that, Shade?
I was just thinking if I still had some normal ink, I might go and write some stuff on these stone circles.
Well, do you mean like do
A few myself
some
stuff.
graffiti?
Yeah. You know.
I'd be up for that.
Oh, cool. I've got a spare dagger. We can use that, I suppose.
Yeah, if you'd like to carve some graffiti, you can do so.
You see.
What are you carving specifically?
Specifically. Free will. There you go. I'm going to write free will over lots of stuff.
Okay, that's a good choice. It's short, it's pithy, and it's got no curved letters.
Although people don't understand, they'll probably think that there's somebody called Will who's trapped in there. But
yes.
oh yes, there you go. It's like I have free will. No curved letters, all straight. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Okay, yeah. Shade busies herself with defacing some of the statuary.
Pim's helping.
Sorry?
Is Pim's helping?
Yeah, well, I've got my Tinker's toys out, so I could probably, maybe just add some elements to them, some decoration.
Yeah, go on. Between the two of you, make a performance check. Some performance is it? Yeah, I think performance is the closest.
Yeah. 14.
Oh, flip. I can't get my character sheet up at the moment.
Well, roll d20, and I'll tell you what your bonus is.
17.
17. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, you were able to sort of like make some sort of like really quite impressive like carvings, clearly sort of like defacing the carvings of the sacred tales of Clothis with your message of free will.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just make sure that I've got your character sheet in case I need it.
Yeah, I'm trying my
Right.
best to get this up.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Is this the carvings in the room that we were sleeping in?
Yeah.
Yes, that little side chamber was comparatively dry. It was a dead end, so you couldn't be snuck up on. No drafts. It was pretty comfortable.
Go back to that other room where there was a big stone disc which I utterly failed to knock over, and try and knock that over again.
Okay, yeah, go on. You've had a rest. Make me another strength check.
Okay. That's 15.
Yeah, that's just enough. You're able to now, having rested and having had a go yesterday, you're able to have a go at it with a shorter lever and tip the whole thing over. And it's you have to leap back as it thuds on the floor. It's a good job you don't have toes. The paving stones crack beneath it. The rest of you hear this like sort of like thud echo through the temple, and in fact, there's a like this thud from the temple, and then there is a much louder rumble and series of thuds and clatters from the room where you encountered the caryatid.
Oops. I'll peek round the corner to see that there's nothing coming out.
There's
more
there's
rubble.
just a massive cloud of dust, just sort of like rolling through the central corridor, and it. I mean, it's pretty obvious even from here. The now unsupported ceiling has finally collapsed.
Yeah, it's flipped up.
Okay. Go back and find the others then.
Oh. We're having technical difficulties. Did we lose Adrienne?
No, I'm still here. I've just got to find my password. I'm really sorry. It's not letting me get onto D&D Beyond. So you have to give me a sec.
Oh,
Keep
your camera's turned off, is what I mean.
Yes, because I'm trying to find my password.
Okay.
And it won't let me do both things at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. So keep going, or
Yeah.
we just...
So
Right.
Right.
yeah, so the complex is the dust takes a little while to settle, but there we go. Thank you. The dust takes a little while to settle, but yeah, that room up at the north end of the complex is now full of rubble, and there is daylight shining down into that room as well.
Didn't you say when we looked out of the front gate that there were griffins?
No, you could see kind of what looked like depressions in the ground, look like sort of nests.
Right. So are we going back up the rope? Did I miss that?
It's up to you. There is the main entrance to the temple has an iron grill across it. You came in through the hole in the roof, down a rope into the central chamber. There, it looks like now that the ceiling has collapsed, there is another way out up there, which may or may not be easier than climbing the rope.
Should be fairly easy to climb up the rope. I might do that, I think. See if there's anything up there, that wasn't there earlier.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Then we got a key. We got a key to this thing.
Yeah, the rope's more exciting.
Is the rope more heroic?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'll do the rope.
Nothing heroic about opening a door.
I want my rope back.
Well, depends on the door, doesn't it? But yeah, I'll go for the rope. Sounds fun.
Say, Shade.
One at a time.
Okay, you make your way up the rope. Let's see. Yeah, you finally climb your way out. You can see from here that there is there's another hole in the forest floor has opened up about 30 feet north of the way that you got in. So there is one of the trees is sagging over at a funny angle as a lot of the supporting ground has collapsed underneath it. Can you all make me a perception roll, please?
Probably not.
No. 6, I think.
It's not
Yeah,
likely, is it?
6.
Ooh, 9.
What was that, Adrian?
22.
22. Okay, and Jill?
17.
17. Okay. So Hester and Shade, you can hear something to the south. You're not sure what it is. It definitely sounds like something moving about.
Okay.
Something big moving about? Or
Quite
something
big.
little moving about?
That way, folks.
Okay.
Huh? Look at that tree that's fallen over.
Yeah,
What's that way?
there's a noise. Like there's something down there.
Hester, you lead them away from the angled tree. You lead them southwards, back towards the cliff, the eroded cliff edge at the edge of the forest, and you kind of come out onto the roof, basically, of the temple entrance, with the despair lands spread out before you, and there's a haze across the despair lands. This bleak plain. It's covered with just rocks and sort of like stunted grass and twigs. And a couple of 100 feet away, out on the plain, there is a griffin with a rider. It appears to be sort of pacing backwards and forwards.
Pardon?
I didn't hear that, Adrian. Sorry. That's very quiet.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry. How far away? It's a couple of 100 feet away. Wait, right down on the plain.
Have they seen us? Whoever it is on the griffin or the griffin.
To shoot them.
It looks like they have. They don't appear to be coming any closer. They're just stand. The griffin is just standing there. As you watch, it stops pacing up and down, and it kind of it becomes still. Seems to be looking at you.
I'm gonna wave. Hello.
How to get my bow out?
You hear a voice louder than you would expect from someone that far away. A woman's voice echoes off the cliffside and booms out through the trees. She says, "You killed my loom sister, but she has exacted a price already, I see."
Okay.
Yes?
I said I was going to shoot her.
Oh, right, okay. Make a roll, please.
She heard me.
She's... no, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, because as soon as you said, I asked you how far away she was.
Okay.
And that's 25 to hit.
25... okay, yeah, that... Roll damage.
Yeah, with a poison arrow. And as my bonus action, can I try for the insightful fighting so I can sneak attack?
Yes, you can.
Or would I already have it? Yeah. Right, okay. So if I do insight check.
Is...
You have to do it against their deception check.
Do I see that Shade's doing this?
You will, because Shade's initiating combat, she will get to complete her action before anybody else can do anything.
Okay.
So that was 18 for my insight check, so she has to be...
Yeah, I'm afraid she beats that. Sorry.
Oh, flip, so no sneak attack.
Sorry.
But I get 3d6, don't I? For...
Go for it, yeah.
Is that for... Oh, I'm sorry. Equipment. look. Yeah, it's 3d6 poison damage as well.
Yeah, tell me the total.
That's what I'm just getting there. Just getting there. Right. That is 19 points of damage.
19. Okay.
Yeah, and 13 of that is poison damage.
Okay. Shade, you're all trying to make out who this person is speaking over in the distance when suddenly like an arrow zips past you. Shade has fired, and her shot is uncannily accurate, and it takes the rider, whoever she is, right in the shoulder. You hear a magically amplified grunt of pain, and the griffin flaps its wings and begins to take off.
What was the name of that person in the letter? Ianthe or something, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Is your name Ianthe?
The distant figure pulls the arrow out of her shoulder and discards it, and it clatters to the ground. She looks up at you again and says, "You cannot avoid your destinies. Do you know what we call those creatures that try to do so? They are woe striders."
Heroes.
"Let me show you." She produces a short, long, thin object, points it at the ground below her, and there is a ripple in the air, and a large creature shimmers into existence below her. And she begins to... The griffin flaps and begins to rise. The creature is sort of humanoid, but it has ridiculously elongated limbs. It is tangled with remnants of metal fetters. It has lank hair hanging from its head. It appears to be kind of like hunched over a corpse, and its long, unnaturally thin fingers are plucking the eyeballs out of the head.
Ew.
It looks up, realizing that something is not right. It looks around, taking in the scene around it, and it opens its mouth and emits an incredibly unpleasant wail, mournful howl of anguish. As it does so, you can see that because it's a little bit closer to you than she was. As it does so, you can see that inside its mouth there is a sickly purple glow, casting a cone of radiance out across the desert sand, and inside its mouth are a load of eyeballs. I will.
It as a reaction to Shade's attack. Is this what they can do?
This is. Well, yeah, we're not on initiative yet because nobody else has expressed an interest.
Is this creature looking hostile to us?
It doesn't look particularly friendly. Let me just move you up here, since that's... and I will show you what this thing looks like. So it has been summoned way back here. Let's There we go.
Ew.
Let me just change over on the stream so that everybody else can see it. Here we go. So, this is the strange creature that she has summoned. Let's roll initiative and see what's going on. Oh, wow. Appropriately, the woman on the griffin rolls very highly, so is probably first, unless somebody else has exceptionally high initiative. What have we got?
12.
12 for Pims.
16.
That should get me near the top.
16 for Shade.
Maybe not.
6.
6. What is it with your initiative, Dericles? Everyone. And Hester? Jill, you with us? Sorry,
You don't hear me.
when you cut, thank you. When you cut in, you're perfectly audible, but I think Discord is cutting you off unless the volume is above a certain threshold. So there we go. Okay, so you're all kind of taken aback by this. The griffin flaps higher off towards the northeast. Yeah, it's heading back over the Nessian Wood, but not in the direction that you came from.
In the direction of Satessa from the map, if I remember.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Next up is Shade.
Really?
Yes.
No, it can't be.
You rolled 16.
I thought Pim had more than me.
No.
No, I got 12.
Oh!
Yeah, that's really
So
fun.
you're first to act.
How far away is it from us?
Let's see. Let me zoom you out.
Yeah, I've got it really small on my phone, remember?
Yeah, sorry. If I zoom out to show you, there is the entrance to the temple. You climb back out onto the roof, so you are currently up on top of it.
Cool.
So let's see. What is that distance from you to there? That is 120 feet.
Ooh, I can definitely shoot. I'm just going to shoot normal arrows, but I'm going to have a go at that insightful fighting thing again. So let me do my... Oh, no. 7. No, hang on a sec. No, 10, sorry. Got it upside down.
Ooh.
So their deception has to be more than 10.
It is able to roll higher, believe it or not.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, fine. So at least I can... Right, it's just a normal. Oh, no, and I missed. I think that's... Yes,
Okay.
that'll be a whole 8 to hit.
Yeah, no, that will miss, I'm afraid. Anything else?
I'm fine. No, that's me done.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I can move forward a little
You
bit.
can
on the
move,
roof,
yeah. Where do
can
you want to move to?
Yeah, just to the front of the roof.
You can move. Yeah, I mean it's a little bit curvy. You can sort of slip down onto the ledge here if you want.
Okay.
Get your back against the against the rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me done.
And Pims, you're up next.
Right, okay. I think... how far away am I from this creature? Quite a
About
distance.
120 feet, and you are up about 30 feet higher than it.
Yeah, okay. And is it looking at us aggressively? Has it seen us?
Oh, it has definitely noticed you.
Right, okay. So, Chris, I would like to, for my bonus action, I want to see if I can sense anything.
Oh yes. You can, yeah. Specifically, about this
Any
creature.
aspect of the creature.
Okay, bear with me. Yes, using the thing.
Sense
Okay.
it's ugly.
Beg your pardon?
You can sense it's ugly.
Yeah, well, I can sense it's got a lot of eyes in its mouth.
You
can see me standing there like this.
Your heightened senses tell you that this thing knows no fear.
Oh, okay. I like the cut of its jib. This creature is fearless. It must die. I'm going to pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
Pull out I've got a crossbow. I think I've got a crossbow. Yes, I do have a crossbow.
You have quite a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, really. I've got a few. No, I've lost my hand axes. Stuck in a magic tree somewhere. Yes, but the range of the crossbow is 80 feet. So
I think you can shoot further than that with disadvantage.
Yes, I can,
Yeah.
but can I get close enough if I sort of shuffle along the?
You can't get within 80 feet. No, you'd have to climb. You'd have to climb all the way down to get within.
Yeah,
80
I'm not
feet.
doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that then.
Or you
Okay.
could hold.
Yeah. I'm not patient enough for that.
Okay. I'm getting an echo back from you, Darren. I think.
Pardon?
I'm getting an echo back from you. I think.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take a pot shot then.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. 8.
Unfortunately, yeah, your bolt falls short. It's a little bit too far. Okay. In that case, so Hester, you'll be up in a moment. But first, the woes.
Sorry. Can I move to the edge of the
Next to
the
Shade.
roof? Yeah.
Yep, you can move up to there. That's fine.
Shade. This thing knows no fear. I don't know what that means.
It's immune to being frightened. Is what
Yeah.
it means.
Right, well then please don't hit each other.
Okay, so the woe strider lets out another
Is
mournful
that what it's
howl.
called?
Sorry,
That's what it's called.
that's what she told you it was called.
Alright.
It saves me from having to keep describing it rather than avoiding giving it a name. So it lets out another howl and it begins to kind of like move towards you. It is ungainly but fast, and its limbs reach out and like just grab the ground and pull itself to across the floor towards you. It moves. Let's see. It moves. It's going to dash. It's going to get. Let's see. There. I think that's 80. I need to like make my tape measure a bit bigger. You did not expect it to be this fast. It rushes forward and makes it all the way to the temple doorway. Unexpectedly fast. Let's get a little bit closer. That's all that it does at the moment. Okay, next is Hester.
I'm going to cast Bless at level 2 so that we're all blessed.
Okay.
So we all can add a d4 to attack rolls or saving throws.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah, you all feel the a slight presence of the divine blessing as Hester casts her spell.
And I want to get out of the way.
Okay, you're at the back at the moment, so where do you want to move to?
I want to hide behind those stones behind me.
Okay.
I mean, I can't hide as a bonus action. I just want to get in there and crouch.
You can back up to there if you'd like, and be.
You can go down.
Yeah, I want to go down a little.
Oh, you want to go down to there?
Yeah.
Isn't the doorway a bar? So you could actually go back inside the temple.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I want to be actually behind those stones, like underneath where we've just come out.
Oh, okay.
Because you can still see it
down the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole way you came out is just off the edge of the map, but...
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to go back inside, you can.
Yeah, I basically want a wall between me and her because I'm trying to protect everyone else by keeping my spell up.
Okay, so yeah, you... Okay, well in that case, I'll move you back... I'll just move you just off the edge of the map there. Let's get your spiritual weapon out of the way. I'll move you just off the edge of the map, but you can make it to the top of the rope with your normal movement. Okay, so we'll leave it at that for this turn, yeah.
Can I crouch down?
Yeah, you can crouch down.
Okay.
Okay, so Deracles.
Okay, so it's moved all the way up here, which is making it look a bit of an inviting target for a running jump off the edge of the temple onto it.
Oh, go for it!
Go for it! Yeah, you can. Oh crumbs! Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of perspective in here, but you are. Yeah, I mean, you're only like 30 feet away. You can. It's a fair way down. You will probably injure yourself doing this.
Yeah, but I'll probably injure it with my weight as well.
Yeah, okay. So you're...
I'm willing to take that risk.
That's fair enough. Okay, so you run and leap off the edge of the temple down towards it.
I try and bury my axe into it on the way down.
Okay.
As you leap, I'm going to shout, "It has no fear!"
Let me just check. Can you make me a hit roll as you're descending?
Okay. Alright, not so good. That is 12.
12. Okay, so you don't manage to hit it with your axe. You do manage to hit it with your body. Let's see. I'll have you roll it. It's basically going to be 2d6 falling damage to you, but also to it.
Okay.
As your hooves crack into its spine.
That's 9 damage.
9. Okay. So yeah, your hooves crack into its spine, but you can't. Let's see. Are you trying to? You were trying to just hit it rather than grapple it.
Yeah, I was just trying to hit it on the way down, and then get another strike in when I land, hopefully.
Okay, that's cool. Can you just make me an acrobatics roll just to see how well you you roll off it, having.
Okay. Not rolling very well today, but I'm going to use my special ability to add a D10 to it.
Okay.
So I don't want to mess this up particularly.
I remember.
Blast doesn't count for skill rolls, does it?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
Only saving
And I
throws and
get
attack.
18 in total.
18. Oh, fantastic. So Dericles basically launches himself at this creature. He's not able to bring his axe to bear on it, but he kind of cracks it right on the spine as he descends, and then jumps lightly off it, and his hooves thump into the sand in front of the doorway behind it. I will put you, because that roll was pretty good. Oops. Oh, hang on. I'll move it aside. I'll put you right down there, pretty much behind it.
Okay.
Because that roll was good. Okay. So next turn, Shade.
Okay. Can I get a second attack in?
Oh, sorry.
With that?
Yes, Dericles. Please do your second attack.
Please do.
Drop the 20. That is 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. That is 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing, okay.
And I will do the usual and activated Divine Smite.
Okay.
For an extra 2d8. That's 13 radiant damage.
Sorry, mental arithmetic. End of the day is not good for mental arithmetic. Okay. Yeah, your axe carves into its extended leg, and the white glow flashes as a pulse of divine energy ripples through its frame. Its mournful moan becomes a screech momentarily. Okay, what's it do? Okay, so it's now Shade's turn.
Okay. What to do? Talk to it, hit it. I'm just going to use a normal arrow.
Okay.
And that is 30-20.
That will hit.
Oh, I should hit so. But it is sneak attack, isn't it?
You have an ally within 5 feet.
Yes, so it is. Right. 18 points of piercing damage. Yes.
Okay.
Bonus. Can't really hide up here. Look, I hid behind pins, but I'm not going to. So, no, that's me done. You hear me?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said I was going to hide, but I'd have to hide behind pins, so I'm not going to.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's me done.
Right, next up is Pims.
Okay. Well, having seen the heroics of our horned friend, I'm certainly not going to be left behind. So, I'm going to follow his lead, and I'm going to jump down on it as well.
Okay. Let's see. So, are you trying to grapple it or hit it, or what's your intent?
Well, right. Okay. How far away from me is it?
It's about 20 feet straight down.
20 feet straight down. Okay. Okay, and I can't actually get any. Can I get 5 feet closer to it from where I am, or am I at the lip of the?
You're pretty. Yeah, I mean, you can get yeah, you can get 5 foot closer and then attack it if you want.
Okay, because I could do a lunge attack.
Oh yeah, you could do a lunge from
using my.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Lunging downwards is entirely possible.
If I'm within 15. If I'm within 15 feet, I can lunge with my glaive.
Yeah, that's fine.
Using my I forgot what they're called. Superiority die. That's it.
Right.
So I'm gonna use the superiority die.
Okay.
To make a melee weapon attack with my glaive, lunging at it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So that is going to be 17.
That just hits.
Okay. And just bear with me a sec. I'm trying to remember how this works. Right. Lunge attack. When you make a melee attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to add the total to the damage roll. Right. Okay. So I do a normal damage roll. So that's going to be, that's disappointing. That's 6, and then I can add my superiority die, which is another 4. So that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's my first attack.
Okay.
So, is there any way I can get closer, or is it like a sheer drop where I'm from now?
Well, you have, in order to lunge at, you've basically dropped. Same as Deracles, I will also give you. You can do 2d6. If you roll 2d6 falling damage, which will apply to both you and it.
Oh right, I see. Because I was right. Okay, that's all right. We'll go with that. 2d6.
Yep.
Okay, that's 9 points of damage each.
Okay.
And so I do have 2 attacks.
Yeah. So that was your first one. Since you're not attempting to grapple it, I'll need you to make an acrobatics check to see how you get off the creature, because basically you've managed to attack it, but your priority was to hurt it, not to land securely. So
okay, I'll do an acrobatics check. That's not great. 12.
12. Okay, that's good enough. It's not quite as flashy as Deracles, but so I'll hang on a minute. Let me move that slightly off to one side. There we go. You kind of you stumble off. You manage to catch yourself, so you don't fall over, and you are safely on the ground. You can make your second attack.
Awesome. Okay, so second attack with the glaive. Oh no! Natural 1.
Oh no. Okay.
Damn it.
You've having just dropped like 30 feet. Like smacking into the creature, and then sort of like rolling off, and then sort of like picking yourself up, swinging around with your glaive. You're standing a little bit too close to the doorway, and your glaive catches the pillar, and the impact against the stone jars it out of your hands, and a scattering of dust and stone chips sprays across it. Okay. Do I? I've still got a bonus action, haven't I? You have. You haven't used a bonus action yet.
Yeah. So what I'll do for my bonus action then is, since I'm right next to it, I'll use the butt end of my polearm.
Go on then.
And no, that's more like it. That's a 25.
Oh, good grief! Yeah, that's.
And that does 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you. Hang on. Wait a minute. It jarred it out of your hands.
Oh, did you say that? Sorry,
I did say that. Yeah.
All right. Well, can I have a bonus action to pick it up?
Yeah, I'll allow you to pick it up with your bonus action. That's fair
you.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but yeah, sorry.
Okay, well,
That's the price of fumbling. Okay.
yeah.
It'll be Hester in a minute. But first, the woe strider kind of turns on the spot. Its long legs just sort of like planting into the dirt, uncomfortably fast for a creature of its size. It swivels round to look at Pims. I think since you're the last person to hurt it, and you did hurt it quite badly, and it lashes out at you with its spindly claws. Let's see, that's 12 to hit, which I think is going to miss.
Ha. Yeah, it doesn't get through my split mail.
And the other one is 11 to hit, which also misses.
Scratching up my split mail. Not very happy about
that. Right, that's all it.
But otherwise unhurt. Right.
Yeah. Oh yes. Sorry. And also, it opens its mouth and wails at you. The sickly green glow washes across you, and you feel the divine. What's the word? The divine benefit that Hester conferred upon you evaporates.
Oh no!
Okay. So next up is Hester. You are at the top of the rope. You can. Let's see. It's about 30 foot straight down the rope. Because it's a rope. You can move. You can move all the way to the bottom of the rope on this turn if you want, or
to be near the fight. Really, I just needed to be out of the reach of a breath weapon. So I want to come forward again.
On the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
How fast it is?
So your move is 30, isn't it?
35, I think.
35. Okay, I'll allow you to come back up to here so you can see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, the Deracles and Pims have basically descended to engage it on the ground.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay, yeah, you can do
Dex
that.
14 save.
It makes the save, I'm afraid.
Okay, so the next thing I want to do is spiritual weapon, please.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, I don't think that. No, it isn't. Yeah, we're good. Spiritual
it's
weapon.
not concentration, is it? Okay, where do you want to summon that? Next to it?
It's 60 feet. Yeah. So yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to park it there. Your spectral book ripples into existence just beside it. You can make a hit roll, can't you, when you summon it?
25.
That will certainly hit.
And then the damage is 11 points of force damage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, your spiritual book like cracks down on its back, and you can see its spindly arms and legs bow with the impact.
Nice one, Hester.
Next up is Deracles.
Has my bless been
only on Pims?
Right. Okay.
Everybody else has still got it.
Okay, I'm gonna just stand there and hit it again.
Okay, so you can use the bless bonus.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that is 24 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 7 slashing damage. And I will Divine Smite again.
Okay.
Ooh, wow. Do maximum damage. That's 16 points of radiant damage.
Ooh,
Good grief.
nice one.
Your axe plunges into its limb, and a ripple of white energy runs up its limb and kind of jolts this creature's frame. It does not look healthy at all. Blimey, that's yeah. It's now it's bleeding from many wounds. It's kind of oily greyish skin seems to be like bruised in several places, and it is certainly moving with a bit of a limp now.
Okay, I will go for a second attack then.
Go for it.
It's only 17 this time.
That's just enough to hit.
Okay. And that's 8 slashing damage.
Okay. Yep. You cleave into it again, drawing more blood, and this thing is kind of like it's almost like turning on the spot, trying to keep track of all of its assailants. Next up is Shade.
Shoot it again. It's because of a normal arrow. Oh, that's okay. So that's 20.
That will hit.
Yep. And it's sneak attack.
How much? Sorry.
Now just a sec.
Oh.
Plus 20 points of piercing damage.
20 points of piercing damage. Good grief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attack. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to shout down to Pims, going, "Does it smell as bad as it looks?"
Shade's arrow strikes it right through the neck, but it continues. It continues like turning to try to keep everyone in view. Next up, Pims.
Does it smell as bad as it looks?
It smells. What does it smell of? There is a horrible smell of it mostly smells of blood. Actually, there's an iron, a kind of irony smell. Now you're this close to it, you realise that its forearms are stained reddish. It's hard to tell because its skin is kind of a dark grey anyway, but there's definitely a reddish tint to its forearms.
It smells like victory. And is the Griffin woman still flying about?
She appears to have disappeared.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna wail on it then.
Okay.
Put it out of its misery. Literally. Okay. So, glaive attack. Oh, bit disappointing.
You got D4. Oh no, you don't have a D4.
No, he doesn't.
No.
That's at 13.
I'm afraid
Gonna be...
you're.
But
Yeah.
hold on. Oh, hold your horses there. Because I'm going to use a superiority die to make this a precision attack.
Okay.
Oh, and I rolled a 7 on that, so that's 20 in total.
Excellent. That will certainly land. Yeah.
Okay, so let me do my damage, and that's 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You're with this thing's face get right down close to you and the unearthly purple glow coming out of its mouth, you basically like bring your glaive round and like slash it right across its open maw, and the top of its head kind of like flips back and it spasms and its ungainly limbs thrash and like chip stonework off the temple, and you have to leap back a bit, but it just it thrashes like a dying spider and curls up limp on the sand.
Okay. I'm going to look up at the sky and shout, "Is that the best you've got? You don't know who you're dealing with!" And I'll give it a kick.
It kind of
It's because I'm not close enough to kick it.
it kind of clanks, and a few eyeballs spill out of its lolling mouth.
Oh, so it was other people's eyeballs in its mouth.
This is gross.
Yes.
Oh.
How gross. Do you want to come and have a look? Jade, come down.
Nah.
Did I mishear, or did that woman say this is what happens to people who avoid their fate, or something?
She did say that.
Oh,
Did
but
she?
we're not going to avoid our fate. We're changing it.
Okay.
Yeah. You're the boss of me! Shake my fist at the sky.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Hester? Hear me? Oh, did you have any of those invisibility potions left?
Oh, let me just check
'Cause I've
my
got 3.
pockets.
I was thinking if you want one of them. Just in case
Thanks.
you get stuck in a sticky situation.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, I don't have one left.
Right. So if I give you... Do you want 2 of them? I've got 3, so do you want 2?
No, I'll take one though. That's great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just thought for emergencies, if you're, if you're
Yeah.
low-crossing, you want to be a bit more
Marvelous.
unobtrusive.
Okay. Did you want to have a quick comfort break?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yep, and we'll pick up shortly. So we will be back in 5 minutes or so. And also, I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank Adrienne for muddling along on mobile after we had a laptop apple juice interaction earlier this week, which has made life a little bit difficult. But thank you for sticking with it. Okay, we will see you in a few minutes to find out what the party are going to do next. See you soon. And welcome back. Okay, you have you've emerged from the temple. You've been confronted by a woman on a griffin, who you presumed to be Ianthe, and you have fought a summoned creature that she termed a woe strider, which was not very nice. What are you going to do next?
Well, I presume that she's now heading off back to Setessa to conclude whatever plans that she has to evilly do the city in, or whatever she was doing. So probably we should go there after her, stop her from doing whatever it is that she's doing.
Yeah.
Completely agree, Pericles. Yeah.
She recognised it. Oh, sorry, Hester.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with the guys. I think we should go after her. Yeah, she knew we were.
Yes,
I think we need.
thought originally that we were just sort of recruited and this was all some sort of coincidence, that if she recognised us, then we really are messing up their stuff. So we're doing what we're meant to be doing.
I think we need to follow her.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She's going to have
Let's
a bit
go.
of a head start on us with a griffin to ride, but
Yeah.
we better get going.
Yeah, we better had.
Okay. Right, so you are you climb back up the eroded cliff to the edge of the woods and follow it. Let's see. You are now heading basically through the heart of the Nessian forest to get towards the Tessida. So let's see. Who's going to take point?
Who's good at survival?
Really.
I'm rubbish at it.
I'm not bad at survival. Well, yes, I am, actually. I didn't think I was bad at survival, but I am bad at survival.
I've got +1 and that's about it.
Got a +3. If that's
there
the
you
best
go.
we've got between us, I
Better
can
than
do
me.
it. Okay, oh dear.
Hector, do you think you can actually do the being at the front but behind Derek?
I can't, basically.
I'm happy to go
lost
at the front.
You should give you a piggyback.
Oh, am I still... I'm still blessed, though, aren't I? I don't think that's going to make much difference, but I'll roll a d4 as well.
That it doesn't apply to skill checks. It's only hit rolls.
Oh, no,
and-
it doesn't.
yeah.
It's hit rolls and saving throws.
Yeah, I'm afraid
Okay,
so.
no, I've got no chance.
Okay. Well, have a go.
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, okay.
Chris,
Yes.
how hard did my arrow hit her? Would there be a blood trail?
Oh. It was a good shot. You think she was quite, if she'd just been an ordinary person, then she'd be dead from that shot. She's clearly a bit more battle hardened than your average.
Yeah, well, we knew that was Celine, didn't we?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was quite a good wound. But given the fact that she's flying on a griffin, you think there's a good chance that sort of like the if you're looking for like blood drops that are kind of like hundreds of feet apart, that's going to be real hard to follow.
It was an idea.
So Hester, you are guiding the party. So you at first you follow along the eroded cliff. It's easier going because the undergrowth is quite thin at the edge of the forest, and visibility is good. You can see quite a long way, but you have the somewhat disconcerting presence of the empty despair lands on your right, and it's not particularly pleasant to be looking out over that landscape. It's far more barren than any natural landscape really ought to be. So you turn into the forest after a couple of hours travel, and at first it's a relief to leave the desolate Despairlands behind you, but as you press on through the forest and it starts to get thicker and the underfoot the moss gets thicker, and so your feet are sinking inches into moss with every step. There are gnarled roots sticking up to catch your feet in between these vast trees, and it becomes a bit of a slog. Let's see what time you just rested, so it was first thing in the morning. So you pause to have something to eat at what feels like about midday, based on what you can see of the sun through the canopy. And let's see, make can everybody make perception rolls for me, and let me know.
7.
13.
13, 7 was that?
Yeah.
Right.
1.
I didn't catch all of that, Jill, sorry.
21.
21, okay. Fantastic. Okay. Adrienne, what did you get?
12.
12, okay. So, Hester, you can hear, as you're pausing, you can hear some sort of noise to the north, you think. I'm not sure what it is.
There's a sound up this way. I can't tell what it is, but I think we should investigate.
Not another
I'm
boar, is it?
Don't know. Shall we find out?
Okay.
Maybe a bit of extra dinner.
Hey, maybe it's another Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Okay.
Oh, do you mean that beholder thing? We should investigate.
No, all right then. Something else to destroy. Glory awaits us.
Yeah, kind of head in the direction that Hester points to.
Okay.
Can I do it stealthily? I don't know about these, but I just want to be stealthy.
By the way, every time I do that with my fist, I'm actually holding my glaive, so I'm shaking my glaive around. Everything's like this.
Everyone has to duck.
Yeah. I'm charging ahead. I'm just like striding off.
Okay.
With no regard for stealth at this point.
Okay, right. You
No.
So, go on, Shade. You can make a stealth roll to see how quiet you are, at least.
29.
You're very, very quiet. Okay. In fact, it's quite easy with the others drawing so much attention. You just move slightly aside in the woods, and you feel very comfortable that nobody would pay any attention to you with these three stomping through the woods. You press on towards the noise. You emerge into a clearing, and you can see the body of a huge boar, similar to the ones that you encountered before. This one looks a bit. It's got streaks of grey in its fur. It looks like it's a bit bigger and older than the ones that you fought before. It is dead, and it is swarming with enormous centipedes.
Ew.
And the sound that you can hear is the scritching of their legs over each other's carapaces.
I think we should leave them to it.
Well, Mother Nature.
Kind of, sort of.
Aren't they poisonous? Centipedes.
Maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're not. They're not epic.
No, they're not heroic things.
I mean,
Adrienne,
this is
do you want to make a let's see, make a nature roll, please, Adrienne.
Little centipedes are poisonous.
it's just nature in action, this, isn't it? I mean, I think we should just move on. Sorry, Hester, there wasn't much to investigate here. It's just like wildlife.
3, Chris.
Yeah, happy with that.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really sure.
No, but I feel like somebody told me at some point that there's there possibly.
Right,
Keep moving,
Chris,
Okay.
True.
Yes.
Can I? I want to visualize weave.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Everyone, you see me all just going like this again.
Yeah. Pims goes a little bit cross-eyed for a moment.
Did you eat something funny a minute ago when we stopped?
Are you looking for anything in
No
particular,
shade.
Pims?
I want to know if this wild boar and all the centipedes crawling over it are weaved in with us strongly.
You can see the tiniest of filaments. You think that's probably just based on proximity and the potential for imminent interaction.
Yeah, it's nothing. Let's just go.
Yeah, back away, into the woods.
But didn't you hear something, Hester? Hester?
Can nobody hear me?
I can hear you now.
There's some sort of threshold below which it just does not pass the sound on. I think there is a setting in Discord for this, so you may need to drop that down a little bit.
I don't know how to do that.
It's we'll sort it out after the stream. It's in the voice and video settings.
Okay.
So sorry, what were you trying to say?
Oh, the moment's gone.
Okay.
I was asking whether didn't you hear a noise?
Probably just these, like, perfectly normal.
Was it just the scratching of carapace's noise? Because I can't imagine. I mean, it's not very noisy, is it?
It is quite noisy. I mean, these are big centipedes. I mean, they're not like they're not as big as you, but they are like a good. Some of them are like a good couple of feet long. They're
scuttling over each other's making a bit of noise.
Yeah, there is a noise. They seem to be preoccupied with their feast, though. They don't seem to be paying you any attention.
Yeah. Sorry, Hester. Nothing to see. Nothing epic or heroic. Nothing to investigate. We need to just move on.
Fine.
I thought a lot about this.
That's fine by me. They look quite cute. I'm tempted to tickle one, but yeah, I quite like.
What did Yanni say about animals? He said we should try and move around the area so that we don't disturb them, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay. You are. Let's see. You move on. You're easily able to move away from the centipedes. They were pretty engrossed in what they were doing. Let's see. Hester, would you give me another survival roll, please?
Survival is a +3. 11.
11. Okay. Right. So you press on through the trees, and let's see. What will you? Okay. You head on through the trees, and the forest begins to get darker. The moss underfoot gives way to leaf mold. The colour drains out of the scenery. It is basically the canopy above is thick and lush, but down here it's kind of grey and dim and not particularly pleasant. And after a while, you start to see you start to notice threads of silk between the trees. There is definitely some sort of web spinning creature living in this vicinity.
Everyone can see these, right? They're not fate things again, are they?
No, these look like
Proper
bog standard
webs.
sort of, maybe like spider webs or something, except bigger.
Are you sure we're going the right way here, Hester?
Dude, at this point, I have no clue. I was a bit embarrassed to say anything.
I mean, this is a nice field trip and everything, seeing the wildlife and what have you. But, it's not really getting us where we want to go.
We go deeper into the wood rather than... I don't know. What, have you got that map, Shade? Do you think we're going in the right direction?
I'll get the map out so we can have a look.
Okay,
around the edges of it, because I feel like we could get lost forever in here.
Yeah.
Maybe like the spiders of monstrous ones, with like, I don't know, human bodies, human torsos and stuff. Maybe they didn't kill it anyway. Oh, I'm getting bored. Right.
So basically, you kind of spoiling for a fight, and you think maybe spiders will do it for you.
Not ordinary spiders.
You see, they've not done us any harm, have they?
Not yet.
Is there a way to go where we can go round these, that we can sort of be at the edge of the wood, or from where we are?
From where you are, looking at the map, you feel like you're you headed along the edge of the wood for a while, then you turned in. Shatessa is on the north edge of the wood, so you feel like you are going to have to go through the middle of the wood one way or another, unless you go on a big detour around the outskirts. So you think Hester's definitely been leading you in the right general direction. It's not clear whether the particular path that you're all following is the optimal one, though. So, what are you going to do? Hester, are you going to continue leading? Or is someone else going to have a go?
I think basically we need to go round this webbing. I do not want to get caught in that. But yeah, I don't know. If everybody's happy, we can just keep going the way we're going and see where we end up.
We should try and avoid any of the local animals and things. I mean, I don't mind fighting evil creatures and things, but just sort of regular animals just going about their business. I don't really want to get involved in that.
No, not unless they're good to eat.
I don't think spiders would be good to eat.
No, probably not.
There's not really any.
See if there's another path.
Yeah, there's not really any paths marked on the map. It shows sort of like.
No, but where we can see.
Oh, look from where you are.
What we can see is there sort of. It looks like there might be a different way to go.
You can, yeah. If you're wanting to avoid the spiderwebs area, basically. Do you wanna make a survival roll to try and find an alternative?
All of us, or just Shade?
Well, Shade initially. Is anybody going to help?
Yeah. I can help. $14.
Oh, sorry. I thought Shade was rolling.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you mean help as in
Yeah,
give
sorry.
her
If
advantage?
yes, if somebody helps you,
Okay.
Adrienne, you can have advantage.
Can we not go with Hector's roll? 30. I don't know. How about we add to the rolls together? Wouldn't that work? So
None of us
13.
are very good in forests, are we?
Very.
Is it 13?
Yeah, it's
13. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You are. You retrace your steps a little way, and you, because you've been trying to follow game trails as much as possible, and you spot that there's another little trail leading off to one side, which looks like it might be made by the passage of animals. So you try following that, and that heads uphill a little way, and the canopy gets a bit thinner up here. It doesn't seem to be quite as thick with webs as the way that you were going.
Okay. Can
Okay.
I still try and go stealthily then?
Are you gonna press on in this direction?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You head this way. Let's see. You are making your way through the forest. It is now getting. It's beginning to get towards dusk. Let me think. You are. Sorry, bear with me. I just need to look something up. Bum, bum, bum.
Looks like we're going to need to make camp or something.
Yeah, it's beginning to get quite dim under the canopy, even though it's not really the end of the day. Are you going to press on, because you're not all that tired yet, so you could get further, but it's going to get, basically it gets dark early in the canopy under the trees.
Go up a tree and maybe are the branches wide enough for us to rest up there? Or...
You can right, rest actually in a tree. Interesting.
Yeah. Wondered whether there was, or whether that's.
Yeah, go on. Make me an athletics roll to climb. You spot somewhere that looks like it could be viable. Make an athletics roll to climb up there.
Sure, I can't do an acrobatics roll together.
No, I'm afraid it's athletics for just brute strength.
So is acrobatics for when you do it with style? It's just coming down though, isn't it? So yeah, that was did I just say 12? Yeah, 12.
Yeah. Okay, that's it's a bit of a struggle, but yeah, you can get up onto. Let's see. You can get up onto a big branch. The trees here are still like enormous, and so once you've having spotted this this place and figured out a way to climb up there, it's quite a broad branch. You'd think you'd still want to kind of use some ropes to kind of like lash yourselves onto the branch just in case, but you would feel reasonably safe camping up there.
Is that okay with everyone?
I'm not sure
No,
I want to
me.
tie myself to a tree.
I don't know. It sounds a bit Sounds a bit weak, doesn't it? I mean,
there's one thing I know about animals and things, and that they don't like fire. Or they all catch fire. Or something about fire, anyway. So if we make a fire, then all the animals will stay away from us, so we'll be alright.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I don't want to. I mean, I'm going to sleep. I'm not a bird. I'm not going to sleep up a tree.
Well,
I'm going to sleep.
No.
there's a potential
Stay
problem.
there.
Sorry, what did you say? Shade?
Oh, just that.
Oh,
There's a potential problem with lighting a fire, though, Dericles.
What's that?
In that, well, that one should not have a naked flame in a wooded area.
Well, it's all marshy and wet, though. So
This is a tree.
it's a big, wet tree.
We've lit
Wait,
fires in
wait.
trees
not-
before. Near trees, so it's not going to burn it down, is it? The
Just
campfire.
not do it too close to the tree. Just do it in this hollow over here that, or somewhere.
Okay.
There's got to be somewhere
But then-
that.
Well, we either do it in the marshy, boggy bit where it won't set anything on fire, but I don't really want to sleep on the wet ground, or we don't light a fire and we sleep up a tree, and then we run
Why
the
don't
risk.
I was thinking with the ropes, surely other people have got rope, not just me.
I
Why
don't
don't
think
we
I've got any rope.
wrap the rope backwards and forwards across, like, maybe 2 branches to create a sling that you can sleep in.
Sounds a bit more heroic.
I don't like the idea of being tangled up in a rope in a tree. It doesn't sound like it's a
Sleeping
good
on it
idea to
rather than
me.
in it.
Yeah,
right.
I turn over a lot in my sleep.
Oh,
You don't want to turn over and just roll right out the tree, do you?
yeah, that's not so much fun.
What about, could I fashion a hammock? I've got a bedroll and some rope.
Yeah, that's
Probably
a great
can't.
idea. We could make some hammer.
I haven't got a rope.
I've got string as well as rope.
Seems a bit casual. Hammocks. For proper adventuring stuff.
You can't really leap out into action from a hammock, can you? You sort of just end up going like that.
I'm sure I saw someone that someone build a fire with rocks around the edge. Maybe if we find some rocks and put them around the edge of the fire, it'll not spread to the forest.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
I
Found
don't
some forests before.
I don't mind that.
No.
Now that you've explained that there's somewhere safe to light it, I'm good with that. But it's wet on the ground and muddy. Is it still muddy? It's marshy, isn't it? Is it still?
The ground is it's a sort of like leaf mould, so it's not sodden, but it's full of like spores and fungus and creepy crawlies and.
You got a bedroll, haven't you? Have you not got a bedroll with you?
It's not
You get a bedroll
waterproof.
out. Well, look, see, just lay that on the floor. There you go.
It's not
Keep it-
waterproof.
How are the branches up the trees?
They vary. Some of the branches are like as thick as giant redwoods in their own right.
Yeah, but how high up are they?
Oh, how high up?
Yeah.
Anything from about 30 feet upwards. Obviously, the bigger ones tend to be lower.
Yeah, so there's nothing that's lower than 30 feet up.
Not really, no.
Why don't
I'm
we
gonna
just
try
keep
and-
on walking until we find somewhere else to...
Yeah, are we walking uphill or anything, or where it might be a bit drier than it is here, or?
You were heading uphill, and the canopy seemed to be thinning out a little bit.
Maybe we should push on a bit so we can find somewhere a bit drier where we can have a nice fire and
Yeah, whatever.
Just settle down somewhere.
Can I? How dark is it in the canopy?
Um,
Am I able to still see, or do I need to get my lamp out?
It is.
I've got my lamp.
Starting to get quite dark under here. Even though you know that the sun can't have set yet, it's not been long enough.
Okay.
But it's
Well, let me get my lamp
it's already
out.
feeling like dusk because the canopy blocks out so much of the light.
Right, I'll light my lamp.
Okay.
Actually, it might be a torch. I think I've got torches. I'll
Okay.
light a torch, so I can see what the hell
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
doing.
light a torch in case I need to set fire to any animals or anything.
Yeah, a torch would be handy because you can wave it at things, can't you?
Yeah, they don't like it. I've definitely heard that animals don't like fire.
They
Or
don't. I mean,
fire. Or
people
something.
don't like fire generally. You know, when it's waved at them. So yeah, okay. Let's keep pushing forward. Come on, be fine. It's all be fine.
You can see in the dark, can't you?
Pardon?
To see in the dark. Do leonins have dark vision?
Sure, yeah. I think I'm a cat. I should do. I'm double checking.
Yeah, you
go
do.
before-
Thank you. Yeah. I'm happy to move on and try and find somewhere a bit drier if you guys are worried about sleeping in the tree. Shall we move on?
Okay.
Okay, you head onwards, and the ground kind of you're heading uphill a little way, but it doesn't go very far uphill before you reach the crest of a ridge, and below it, the trees have thinned out a little bit. There is the ground now ahead of you is basically a series of pools of water, and the tree branches are stretched out quite like low above the water surface. You can see like huge dragonflies buzzing backwards and forwards, and occasional suspicious-looking ripples on the water.
Maybe we try and make camp on top of this ridge.
Sounds
A
like
little
a
bit closer.
good idea.
Just looking ripples.
Well, as long as they stay suspicious in the water and not up this ridge, we'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely we don't want to go into the water at night.
No, but if
No,
something
I mean, especially because
well.
the stone wouldn't want to get wet.
Okay. If you're gonna make camp on the ridge, then let's. I think we'll have one more a survival check just to see how thorough your campsite is. Are you going to take what sort of precautions are you going to take?
Making a fire.
So fire to keep wild animals at bay.
We won't go in the water.
Okay, so
closer to the water.
What?
Close are we to the water?
the edge of the nearest pool is a good 100 yards away.
Oh, right.
So it's
closer
not-
than I realised. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I don't mind taking first watch.
Okay. You settle down for the night. I mean, up on the top of the ridge, yeah, the ground is pretty dry. You can the leaf fall here is not quite as sodden and mouldy. It's just dry and desiccated, and it actually makes quite good, nice soft under mattress below your bedroll. You can clear some of the leaf mould and set a fire, and that so you make yourselves as comfortable as possible out in the wild. At least the weather is holding, and it's not doesn't seem it's quite pleasant, really. The forest is full of life, and I mean, there's a lot of noises, but you've kind of mostly tuned out a lot of the noises as just being background animals now. So okay, so first watch is Hester. Would you make me, let's see, make a perception roll for me, please?
Advantage on perception rolls.
Yes, you
first
do.
one's a 14. The second one is a 22.
Okay. You don't hear or see anything alarming. You do hear the occasional sound of a little bit of a splash and a scuffle down from the down at the edge of the water. You think it sounds like basically animals hunting each other. The cycle of nature doing its thing.
Okay.
I'd
like to
Who are you gonna
maybe
wake up?
move slightly closer just to make sure that's all it is.
Yeah, you can do that. Do you want to make me a stealth roll?
Yep. Oh, I've got disadvantage on stealth.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I am not stealthy.
Okay. You approach one of these noises, and when you get close enough that you can see in the dim light, you realise that there's an extremely large frog just squatting at the edge of the water. It appears that you can slightly see like the paw of some unfortunate animal sticking out of its mouth, but as you notice that, it notices you, and it turns and hops away into a deeper part of the water with a big splash.
Yeah, I'm going to let it go and move back to camp.
Okay. Who are you going to wake up for the next second watch?
Pims, because I want to ask him a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
your watch, dude.
Any exciting ones to sleep?
Yeah, there's a giant frog off eating something down there. Didn't bother me when it saw me.
Non-heroic frog, hopefully.
Yeah.
Sounds fascinating. More wildlife. Oh.
Not heroic enough for you, I understand. I was going to ask you about that thing you were doing when you were like pressing your fingers against your temple and going a little bit cross-eyed. What were you doing?
Right. Okay, since do you remember the apple?
Yeah.
And we had to bite the apple, and some of you were like really sick and passed out, but I ate it and it was fine because I'm awesome. Do you remember that?
Remember the apples. I don't remember you being that awesome, but continue.
Okay, well, I can still see the weaves and the fates and the little threads. I can still see them if I concentrate hard enough.
I'm casting Zone of Truth to find out whether he's telling me lies or not.
What are you? Why?
Look, dude.
That is insulting.
Right, I tell you what. Sometimes I think you exaggerate about what you can do and what you can't do. No offense, but I find you as lovely as you are, ever so slightly arrogant, and I'm just being sure. It's a charisma 14 save.
I'm actually quite charismatic.
Even though you say so yourself.
15.
So I don't know whether you're telling me the truth or not.
Oh, I am. I'm going to let myself. I'll let the spell affect me.
Okay.
I can do that, can't I, Chris?
You can, yeah. You can choose not to resist.
Right.
I do not resist.
And what can I discern? Oh yes, I'm just asking you questions.
Mm-hmm.
Is what you just told me real?
Yes.
What did you see? You still see like the sort of threads?
Not at the moment, no. I have to concentrate. Can't do it very often either.
Okay, but what did you see when you were like pulling faces and grabbing your head?
Well, I could see the weaknesses of that woe person, the woe caller, whatever it's called. I could see the weaknesses of it. That's why I was saying it couldn't. Not its weak. That's why not its weaknesses. Its weaknesses and its strengths, its aspects.
Okay.
That's why I was saying that it was feared nothing, because it was, couldn't be scared. And then I thought I'd concentrate and see if the centipedes on the board were anything important. And there was really nothing there. Nothing intertwined with us, really. But I'm a bit tapped out on it. I was trying it a few minutes ago and thought I went to sleep and couldn't do it.
Okay.
So I think I need to rest.
Right, I see. I'm sorry I called you a bit arrogant earlier. I'm really tired.
Yeah, it will be remembered.
Okay. Well, I think that's fair enough.
I'm only joking with you. I'm going to rub my hair. Run off to bed.
So you're going to look after us and I'm going to, like, get my head down. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Don't go after that frog. It didn't do out to us.
Yeah, right, okay.
All right. I'm going to pretend to go to sleep, but I'm going to keep watching him, see if he does it again.
Okay, so Pims, what are you going to do anything interesting during the watch, or just?
No, I'm just going to keep an eye out.
Okay, cool.
Right, so I'm going to go to sleep. When he's
that's
not
fair enough.
putting his hands to his head, I'm just going to crash out.
The rest of the night follows more or less the same. You hear like Hester, you can hear the wildlife going about its business in the woods. Things eating other things. Nothing that it sounds like it's going to be much of a threat to you, though. And the morning comes and light begins to filter through the canopy, and it feels like the sun must have risen possibly a little while ago. Hard to judge.
Wakey, wakey!
Who's going to make a survival check to lead on?
Do you know, I'm feeling really good this morning. I feel like we should let me lead. I can feel it in my bones this morning.
Go on, make a roll.
Okay.
Does anybody
Can
want
I
to help
help him?
Yeah, you can help him.
I want to concentrate and see if I can see where the fates should make us go.
Okay, you sense the majority of the threads and incredibly subtle hairs stretch outwards in a northeasterly direction.
Okay, well, I'll take us in that direction then, as best I can with my awesome survival at -1.
Okay, make a roll. But Hester's helping you, so you can roll with advantage.
Okay, that's a good start. That's 2,
Okay,
and that's actually better.
it's a 3.
4.
4. Okay. 4. So 4 total.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
4.
Can we see Pim's legs sticking out of a frog? Lay down the track.
Pims, you find you actually find a one of the branches, a very low branch that's quite easy to get onto, and it seems to sort of like head off in the direction that you need to go. And you think, do you know what? If you were to actually like climb up and walk along the branch instead of like wading through the water, you'd make much better time.
Makes sense.
Mm.
Everybody up for it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
Okay. You continue. You do make better time following along this branch.
I told you.
The downside is that every now and then you have to kind of pause and clamber down onto an adjoining branch, or upwards, even worse, onto an adjoining branch, so that you can carry on. Pretty soon you feel like you're quite committed, because the pools of water have kind of like all sort of like joined together into sort of like quite a big lake that the trees are just growing up through. The trees don't seem to care that there is a lake here. Doesn't seem to make much difference to the trees. They're so big. But between the trees now, it's at the base. It's just water, and you're just having to pick your way through branches one to another. Let's see. Pims, you're leading. Can you make me a perception roll?
Oh, not too bad. 15.
15. Okay. You can hear some sort of droning.
Okay. That's some more wildlife. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably. I don't know, bees or something.
Okay. You press on. Everybody else can make a perception roll now as you're heading along this branch.
18.
Ah.
16.
Was that 15?
16.
16, right, okay. Adrienne? 10, okay. So, Dericles, you're the first to notice this droning. Actually, it sounds less like droning, more like buzzing. And
still going over water.
Yeah, I mean, if you look down, I mean, there have been dragonflies around, and some of them have been quite substantial. But this sounds.
No, the tree doesn't like getting wet.
No.
So she's paying
This
more
sounds.
attention to the
This sounds
forest.
different. So because you're listening out for this, you are not particularly surprised when 5 or 6 enormous wasps descend through the canopy. The buzzing becomes very loud now, and they buzz around and pretty much surround you on the branch. If you can all roll in initiative, you're not surprised, but
Bees.
They're just bees. What's the problem now? They're like bees, aren't they?
they're kind of like bees. These are exceptionally large wasps, though. They are, well, about as big as the boars that you fought
Oh my
earlier.
god! Oh, you know they were like that.
Yeah, they're not like a foot long. These things are massive. Hang on a minute.
Ride them.
Jeez.
Ride them to the test.
That's your first thought, Dericles. I love it. There we go. Where have I put them?
Oh my god.
There we go. So there's one. There we go. Let's just switch to that view so that people can see what's going on. There we go. Let's position.
Hang on a minute. You've got the scale all up here. We're tiny. That can't be right.
Uh-oh!
The branch is enormous that you're walking on at the moment.
Oh God.
Okay. What have we got for initiatives?
I got 16.
16 for Hester. Okay.
I got 18.
18. That's good.
6.
6 for Shade.
Yeah.
Dericles, come on.
Well, I wasn't
Go on.
surprised this time, so 2.
Oh my God.
Glorious.
Oh my god.
Oh
Brilliant.
dear me! I'm going to give you so many bonuses if you actually manage to roll a decent initiative.
New
No,
dice.
but he saves all his best rolls for the actual hit. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
the
the
one out
important
the way there.
Ah,
You're certainly kicking out plenty
Brilliant.
of damage. Okay, so Pims, thanks to Dericles' warning, you are first to react.
I'm outraged that these creatures have appeared. How dare they? Right, okay. Which is the closest to me? If I get onto the edge of the branch to my right, I can reach the one in the middle right. Because I've got to reach a 10 foot with my glaive.
Oh, okay. So what? Over here?
Yeah, maybe one down from there.
Yeah.
Can I reach both? No, I can reach one of them from there,
You
can't
can
I?
reach one of them from there. Yeah. There's
The top right one.
the branch is beginning to curve, but the bark is so crinkly that it's almost like stepped. So you can sort of like take a few steps down the curvature of the bough, and still
Okay.
feel safe.
Cool. Okay. Well, what I will do then is I will attack that particular beastie.
Go for it.
All right. Okay. So get the old glaive out, and that is a rather poor attempt. That's 6. Oh, hang on. 13.
13 doesn't quite hit. I'm afraid.
Okay. I am going to use the superiority die to do a precision attack. So that's another 3. So that's going to be 16.
Oh yes, that will hit then.
Okay. All right. And I rolled a 1 on my bow, and this is something I've not been doing. I've got this great weapon fighting,
Oh,
so I can
you can
re-roll
re-roll ones and twos.
I didn't. I keep forgetting I've got.
Go re-roll.
So, that's much better. So that's 10 points of damage.
Oof. Right. Okay.
And then I've got a second attack. Oh, God. And the second attack is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Your first one, yeah, you stretch out at the edge of the branch. It feels a little bit precarious, like waving your weapon out over space, with just some more leaves and water below you. But it's you manage to catch it, and you take one of its legs off with that blow.
Okay. And can I use my movement to just move back in towards the centre of the branch?
Oh yes, you can. Let's see. You moved.
Well, it's not
20
down that
foot.
way.
You can move another
If you can go diagonal upwards, yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You can do that. That's great. Okay, then Hester, you're next.
Okay, I cast Bane at level 3, so I'm targeting all of them
Okay.
with Charisma 14 saves.
Ooh. They
You're
are
very charismatic.
not the
I'm
most
hoping they're not.
charismatic. What's the target number?
14.
14. Okay, they've got to roll quite high. One of them got a natural 20. Fail. 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 Okay, so the injured one managed to resist your spell, but all four of the others are baned. I'm going to mark them with I'm going to use the chain to represent Bane. There we go.
Higher for charisma on giant wasps.
It's -4.
Yeah. I mean, wasps really not charismatic in any way, are they?
They're
I mean,
really not.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
I mean, they've got a serious PR issue, haven't they?
They do.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, so which is the one?
Bane is?
They've got to subtract a D4 when they attack or when they do saving throws. Yeah, it's the opposite of bless. Which is the one that is not baned?
This one.
Right, okay, thank you.
So yeah, all the baned ones have got a chain on them.
Okay, and does anybody need any healing? I don't think they do yet, do they? Oh no, I can't anyway because that was a spell. Okay, no.
You had a long rest
We
overnight.
just had a long rest.
Yes. So I'm going to try and
that's
move.
true. You have had a long rest overnight. That was fine.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Nobody's been hit yet.
No.
I'm going to try.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'd like to use my movement to get under that tree to the left.
Let's see. Under
use
here.
Your potion if you want to.
Yeah.
So.
Pardon?
You just use your potion, Stacey.
Yeah, if I need it, I will.
Yeah.
But at 30 feet, I'd like to get right under that tree.
Well, you're kind of at the edge of the branch there.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, you're not on the ground now. You're up in on a raised, like an enormous bough that stretches out across the water.
In that case, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, yeah, I'll stay there.
Okay. So did you stay in the middle, or where I've put you?
No, where you've put me is fine.
Okay, that's great. So yeah, you've cast your spell. That's good. What next? And it's right. It's their turn. If you're not doing anything else, the wasps
that's good.
will move. Okay, so this injured one will close with Pims. Try to sting him. Let me. That is a natural 20.
But that's okay because I'm immune to criticals.
You are. Okay.
Because I've got anti-armor.
Yes, you have. Okay. Damn, I was going to gleefully double that damage. That's 6 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's okay. It was a natural 20, but it's immune, so I'm going to rule that it still hits despite Bane.
Yeah, it still hits.
It still hits despite Bane, but you're immune to it, so it's not doubled. So that's 6 piercing damage. Yeah. Make a DC 11 con save, please.
Hold on a sec. Sorry, DC 11 con save.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got pretty good constitution. That's 26.
Wow. Okay. That is. So you take half of the poison damage, which is that's 8 points of poison damage as the wasp venom burns through your veins.
Okay. I want to use my reaction.
Yes.
To do my unscarred resilience.
Okay.
So I roll a d12, add my constitution modifier, which is +3. So that's 6. So I don't take... How many points of damage, poison damage did you say it was?
8.
8, so I only take 2.
Okay. Right, then this one...
I took 6 points of damage from the actual stinger, didn't I?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this one flies in to... Oh, I've got these a bit... Sorry, these are actually bigger than they should be. There we go. They should be that big.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought it was a bit crazy.
Sorry, that's careless of me.
Wait,
They are not as big as the Woe
have you seen my
Strider.
breakfast? Go for them.
Okay, there we go. That's more like it. So this one closes with Deracles. It tries to sting you, Deracles, but it's got Bane. So that is... I mean, that's probably not enough to hit you anyway. That's 10 minus 2. That's 8 to hit, so no. So it flails at you, but your armor's too tough for it. Then this one closes with Shade. That is 16 to hit minus 1. 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Does that get you?
Yeah, my armor class is 15.
Okay, that is 5 points of piercing damage. Can you make a con save, please? DC 11.
I'd like to uncanny dodge it as well. So it halves the damage against me. So
Yeah,
if that you can include with the...
Yeah, I'll allow you to
Right.
uncanny dodge the poison damage. You can reduce the dosage you get by dodging.
Has anybody
Right.
got any
Yeah.
of that antitoxin?
I've got my poisonous kit. I would have thought I'd have something with me. Right, hold a sec. Concentration. That's 20, dearest.
Oh, okay. So you take half the poison damage, and then you can uncanny dodge to take half of that. So, would you believe? Poison damage is 5, then halved. That's going to be 2, and then uncanny dodge. That's going to be down to 1. So 1 point of poison damage.
That's fine by me.
Okay. The next was... This one's going to go in and close with Deracles as well. It is going to... That's terrible. That's like 9 minus 4. That's 5 to hit. And then the last one closes with Hester. And, it rolls a natural 22.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Hester is not immune to natural 20s.
Or natural 22s?
No, I thought that's what you said.
Sorry. It's a 1 on the damage though, so double that to 2. Plus, that's 4 points of piercing damage. Can you make a DC 11 con save, please, Hester?
Yes. Con. Plus 2. 4.
That's not good. Okay, so you will take the full poison damage doubled because it was critical. So that is a total of 16 points of poison damage. This sting got you right in the neck, and the poison floods through your system, making you twitch.
I also need to do a con save to see if my
if you
spell
lose
stays up.
concentration, yes, try that.
But because I'm a warcaster, I get to
have
advantage.
Great.
21. So Bane is still up.
It certainly is. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's all of the wasps. Now it is Shade's turn. And then Deracles. What are you doing, Shade?
What? Doing? I'll hit the one in front of me.
Okay,
Hopefully.
go for it.
And that is 22 to hit with my fur.
Yep.
Right, leave a D8. That's 6 points of damage with my first. And then my second is 25 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit too.
That's 2 points of damage. So that's 8 all in total.
Eight in total. Okay.
That's...
Yeah, you manage to you stab it. You pierce its abdomen. It's hard to tell whether you've how badly you've hurt it though, because
Yeah. I'd like to move around it because I'm only
where to?
engaged with this one. I want to be the other side of it so the others can't.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in between two of them.
No, that's fine. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, these other two they were engaged with Dericles, so they will not get. I'll say they don't get an attack of opportunity on you because they were basically.
Actually.
Sorry.
No, can I go? Sorry, can I go round the other side? So I'm a little bit. Yeah. No. Keep going up.
Oh.
Up. Up, down. One across. Yeah, there, Aldo. Okay. Then it helps with Dericles, doesn't it? Will you get advantage if I'm there? No? Or do I have to be engaged with that one?
You would need to be right the other side of it.
Alright, no, I'll go around the other side. Sorry, where I was to begin with.
Okay, back to there.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Right.
That's me done.
Okay, cool. That means it's Dericles, your turn, finally.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to whack the one to the right.
Okay.
That's
number 2.
That's an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is 11 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, that takes off at least one of its legs.
Okay, I'm going to do a divine smite on it.
Ooh.
Which will do another 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
But the main reason I wanted to do that was because I can then channel Divinity Inspiring Smite as a bonus action.
Okay.
Ooh.
And give Hester 12 temporary hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic, yeah.
Hey, thank you very much. That was very needed.
Hester, you feel kind of like a surge of adrenaline as this happens. You can sense that it came from Dericles. You're familiar enough with divine magic to know what's going on there.
And then I'll go on my second attack on the same.
Okay.
Wasp. 24 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's 6 slashing damage.
6. Oh, okay. You slash across it again. You carve deeply into the tough abdomen of the wasp. It's seeping ichor from there, and it's barely staying aloft now. It looks very badly hurt. Next up, we're back to Pims.
Okay, so I did the one in front of me. I am very annoyed with. I am just gonna swipe at it with my glaive.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a good old 25.
That certainly is.
Okay, for... Oh, I rolled a 2, so I can re-roll it. I rolled a 2. Do I have to... I can only re-roll it once, can't I?
Yeah, only once, I think.
Yeah.
When I first did it.
So, that's 6 points of damage.
Okay. You
Then
you hack into it.
I'm going to make a second attack. How's it looking?
It is looking injured, but it's still fighting fit.
Okay,
That's a
my
tautology,
second
isn't it?
attack. My second attack's an 18,
That will also hit.
and I rolled a 2 again. Oh, hang on, that was cocked. That's more like it. 9, so that's 13 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, you just cleave it in half with that one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, excited by that, I am going to use my action surge.
Yeah.
To run behind the one that's attacking Hester.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do 2 more attacks.
Okay.
The
With
first
advantage,
one is...
because you're flanking.
Oh, good. Really good. So that's a 24.
Yeah, hits.
And that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then second attack with advantage is going to be a 25.
Yeah.
And that is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And to finish off, I'm going to do my bonus action by hitting it with the butt of my glaive.
Go for it.
And that is a 16.
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that's another 5 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, you carve it up and then smack it right in the face with the butt of the glaive. You break one of its antennae off. It looks badly beaten now, and it's kind of like it's what's the airborne equivalent of limping? I don't know.
And then I'll wink at Hester.
Hey.
Okay, it's now Hester's turn.
Okay. I'm going to shout, anyone need healing?
No.
No.
Awesome. Right. In that case, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon as my bonus action. Right over the one between me and Pims.
Okay.
That's 11 to hit.
That will not hit, I'm afraid. That's not quite high enough.
And then as my action, so that was a bonus action, I'm going to cast... I'm guessing they're going to be less wise than they are dexterous, so I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So Wisdom 14.
It fails.
And that is 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. To the one directly in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. As this bell rings out through the trees, the wasp in front of you just convulses. Its limbs seize up. It just drops out of the air, bounces off the branch, and tumbles into the water below.
Right, and I'm going to do a really ungainly leap towards Pims and attempt to do a high five.
Hey.
You can move across there, yeah.
And then I look at him and go, right, next, and turn back round to face the rest of the beast.
Okay.
Awesome.
Brilliant. Next up is it's the wasps. Let's see. So the ones on Dericles first. Ooh, that's 22 to hit, but it's baned 22 minus 2. That's 20 to hit.
Still hits.
It still hits. Okay. That will be. That is 3 points of piercing damage. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please? DC 11.
Okay. Yeah, 18 I get.
Okay, so it's half damage for you, and that is 6. So there's 3 points of poison damage.
Okay.
That was a lucky escape. And then the other one is, let's see, 18 minus Bane. That's 15 to hit.
It's a miss.
It misses. Okay, and then the one attacking Shade. 7 minus Bane is 4 to hit, so yeah, it doesn't get anywhere near you. Okay, that's all of them. Shade, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try hitting this one again. And that's natural 20 on my first hit.
Really?
Hey.
But it's not a sneak attack because no one's near me, so... Yeah, okay. So that is... I keep forgetting I'm not using my bow on this one. Right, the rape. That's 11 points of damage. My first.
Okay.
And another natural 20 for my second.
You're joking.
Oh my god.
Hang on. Oh, was that 11? Was that was doubled? Was it?
That was the whole. That was
after.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
It's
now.
only a D8. Different D8. See if I can roll any higher. That's 14 points of damage for my second.
Okay. You skewer it, and it twitches on your blade. For a while, you have kind of hold it at arm's length until the twitching stops, and then you give it a kick off your rapier.
Hang on a sec. Hang on. Oh, I was going to say, hang on a sec. Because if it's a natural 20, doesn't that mean I actually... No, it's alright, don't worry. Dang, my brain's not working. Go on, sorry.
Okay. Next up, Dericles.
Okay. Keep at the one on my right. Well, the right on the map, anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't get to move.
Oh, you didn't get to move. Sorry.
Yeah, if I come up to the one on Dericles' right, so I'm opposite, so he's got advantage.
Can
I move that far?
Yeah, sure. Just for your information, like this one is very unsteady in the air. This one is unhurt.
All right, I'll stand by the unhurt one then.
Okay.
So if you hit twice, then you can hit that one.
That looks good.
To advantage.
Okay, I'm still trying to finish off the other one first. So that's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's 11 damage on it.
Yeah, you just cleave it into the pieces bounce down the side of the tree, and you hear after a while you hear a distant splash, but by then you're busy laying into the other one.
Okay, my second attack is at advantage, I guess. Yeah.
It is, yes.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
And 10 slashing damage on it.
Again, cleave into it. You manage to. It loses a leg, but it's still buzzing there, and yeah, between you and Shade, you feel like you're probably on top of it. Anything else?
No.
Okay, we're back to Pims then.
Right, okay. So, Dericles can obviously handle himself. I'll move forward past Hester just get within 10 feet of the one that's left.
Yep.
And just have a poke at it with my glaive.
Okay.
First attack is a paltry 13. I assume that misses.
Just misses.
And the second attack is, that's more like it, 24.
Yes, that hits.
And that is, 13 points of damage.
Okay. You lunge forward with your glaive, and the blade bites into its abdomen. Ichor leaks out. It's still aloft, but it looks badly hurt.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll move in to within 5 feet, pull out the glaive, and try and bash it with the butt.
Okay, you move up closer.
And that's a really, really awful roll.
Don't you get advantage?
You can have advantage as well.
Oh, okay.
Because Shade's flanking it.
I've rolled the same.
No!
Oh.
So that's, a spectacular miss. Not a natural one, but close enough.
Okay. You go to swing at it, but it's floating around so much in the air that you very nearly hit Deracles, but
sorry.
Hold yourself back in time. Okay.
Stop tickling it, Pims.
Hester, it's up to you.
Okay, so I'm going to move the book in.
Yeah.
To anywhere it's got advantage.
Over
it, if possible, like above it, because it can be up in the air.
Yeah,
like above Pims, maybe something like that.
Oh no, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Let me. Right, if I raise this up, then it goes in front. There we go.
25.
Oh yes.
And that is 9 points of force damage.
Damage. Wow.
Your spectral book just sort of like floats overhead and just slams down and crushes it against the branch.
Excellent.
It is thoroughly squashed. Okay.
Thank you, Hester.
You can read.
Pleasure. That was a... Pardon?
Is it an actual book you can read? I was just thinking, because I didn't sleep well last night. So I was wondering whether next time you could get spiritual woken up and I can actually read it. I don't know what it's a book of.
It is an encyclopedia. It is full of fascinating facts. I'd be a bit worried about being that close to it in bed in case it, like, you do not want, if you like, that thing where you're reading a book and you start dozing off and you drop it on your face. I don't recommend it. But,
okay.
You can certainly try.
Penny dodge it. So,
I think what we will do is we will leave this session right there as you basically kick these wasp carcasses off the branch and head on through the trees.
First,
yes, you want to
I
collect?
want to collect some poison off of them.
Yes, the one at your feet, the one that you killed is still on the branch, and you're able to collect some wasp venom for your collection of venoms.
Yeah, to make some poisons up with.
Yeah. Okay. And we will leave you there, following the arboreal roadway through the Nessian Wood, and pick things up next week. Fantastic. Thank you all very much. Thanks everybody for watching, anyone who's still with us, and don't forget to like and subscribe or follow, depending on the relevant platform. And we will be... from next week, we are going to start at half an hour earlier at 7:30 so that we are not so tired towards the end of the session. So I will have to update all of the bump then, but I've said it on stream now, so I've got to do it. And so we will see you 7:30 GMT next Tuesday. Until then, thank you and good night.